Good evening, sir. I am Logganaath Jeeven, and in my group mates are Jeyaganesh, Kathirvelan, and Daniel. So today we'll be presenting our hotel management system, and for so what we are going to be explaining today is introduction. We are going to give an overview at the purpose of our system, followed by the system features that is unique to our system, and then the ARD diagram, which represents our tables and also uh, our tables and also our database relationship. And we are going to explain the user interface. So we are going to tell how friendly it is for our users and what makes it friendly. And obviously, we are going to talk about future improvisation as our application is still premature and we can always add in to make it suitable in the real world. And we are going to conclude with what we have learned from this project. Okay, yeah.
Good evening, everyone. Today, we will be presenting our hotel management system, a desktop application we built using Python and SQLite. The main goal of this system is to simplify hotel operation, such as managing guests, bookings, payments, rooms, and staffs, all in one place. We use Python tkinder for the user interface, SQLite for data management. Our system supports full CRUD functionality, which stands for create, read, update, and delete across all core modules like guest, room, bookings, payments, and stuff. These features help replicate how a real hotel would function on a digital platform. Okay, for the system features, at first, CRUD operation. The system supports create, read, update, and delete operation for critical entities such as guest, room, payment, and stuff. The second is calendar selection. This calendar selection integrate calendar functionality allows user to easily select dates for bookings, enhancing usability. Dynamic drop-down menus. Dynamic drop-down menus provide easy access to availability checks and rooms types, streamlining the booking process.
Now let's start with ERD, Entity Relationship Diagram. Let's take a closer look at the backend structure of our system. The project used a relational database design. Here's the entity relationship diagram, which shows our different entities or table are related. Now we talk about the business rules. One guest can make many bookings. One room can be part of many bookings, but only one at the time. Check-in or out range. So it is one-to-one. Each booking can have one payment. Each booking is created by one guest and involves one room. So this is the ERD diagram. Got 5 entities: guest, booking, staff, payment, room. For the guest entity, guest ID is a primary key. And the others attributes is full name, email, phone, address. For staff entity, staff ID, full name, role, contact. Staff ID is a primary key for this table. For booking table, booking ID, guest ID, room number, check-in date, checkout date, booking status. Booking ID is a primary key and guest ID, room number is a foreign key. For the payment table, payment ID, booking ID, payment date, amount, payment method. Payment ID is a primary key for this table and foreign key is booking ID. For the last table, room number, type, price per night, status. Primary key is for the table is room number. So one thing is note that the room number file acts as a primary key in the room table instead of using an auto increment ID, making each room uniquely identified. The staff table is not connected to other tables currently. This is intentional as it allows flexibility for future development, such as assigning staff to bookings or tracking who process payments. We also implement constraints like foreign keys to ensure data consistency, especially when deleting or updating link records.
Okay, so for the system, so this is our hotel management system. I'm running it in a Visual Studio Code. So first we are going to import Tkinter. We are going to from Tkinter, and also for this system, I've used a special widget called TK Calendar. This will later be used during our check-in, check-out, and other date attributes. And so for database connection, we are using SQLite, DB browser specifically. And for each CRUD function, I've assigned a defined function, which is such as add if for guest, we have add guest, fetch guest, delete guest, and update guest. And this is the same for room and booking and payment, and also for the staff table. So everything has an a create, read, and update and delete function for each entity. And so following that, we now go on the UI design. So for UI design, as my teammate said before, we are using Tkinter. So for Tkinter, we start with the title, which is Hotel Management System. Following that, we are doing a multi-tab application. So we are we are assigning each entity to one tab. So firstly, we are going to assign the guest tab. And so for the guest tab, we are relating it to the original database. So name, email, phone, address, and how we are going to label the table. So we're using a tree view as well. And so after that, we have the buttons for add, update, and delete. After that, it's the same for the room tab, booking tab, the payment tab, and also the staff tab. So like what my teammate said, the staff tab is intentionally left as an individual tab because we are not assigned any foreign key. We have not done any relation to other table according to the ERD diagram. And so for the payment tab, booking tab, and room tab, we are using drop-down menus to enhance the consistency between the tables so that I can show you that if a guest is already registered, the same data will appear in also the booking tab. So just to show you what's the user interface, let's run the program. Okay, so this is the hotel management system that we run from our Visual Studio Code. So as you can see, now we have the guest, room, booking, payment, and staff tab, just like what I explained in the coding just now. So since it's multi-tab, we can now register and guest for demo purposes. So I'm going to use my name, followed by gmail.com. Phone, let's just say 013, and address, let's just say September. So now since we've already added the guest, we are going to try and delete it. So just click on this and we're just gonna, let's say we're gonna change the location to Sentosa. Now we click update, gonna update to Sentosa. So next we are going to try and delete this data. So we just click on this row, then we click delete. It's not gonna be there anymore. And we're gonna add the same person again. Since the data is already here, we can just click add. And it's gonna add again. That is. So this function actually is consistent around all the tabs. So you can do it in booking, I can do it in room, I can do it in payment, I can do it in stuff. Now we're going to add this data, and it's going to show a pop-up window called guest edit. So now since we already add my name and it's the ID is auto incremented, so now we can go to room. So now I registered a room that's available. So I've assigned 200 rooms in said hotel, and we can choose whether it's single, double, or deluxe. And after we choose this, it will automatically assign the respective price for it. So this is a read-only column. I cannot change the price since it's already fixed. And so let's say we're going to assign room 007 as a single bedroom. And the status is it's available for now. So we're going to add this. And you can see it's already available there. So now we already have a guest, we already have a room. Now we can go proceed to booking. So guest ID is going to relate to the guest table again, which is number one. So room number, we have a 008. And for check-in, this is the calendar widget that I said about. So let's say we are checking in today, and we are going to check out tomorrow. So the status is let's see, confirm. So which means the customer has already booked. So you can choose pending or cancel, and it will automatically do this thing. I'm gonna add it. So as you can see, it's also auto incremented over here for the booking IDs. So number two, number three, sorry, number one and number two. So proceed to payment, we can choose it as number one. So it's the previous one. And so the date is when he's paying today, let's say. So the amount, like what we see just now, is 100. And the method is, so you can choose cash, credit, debit, or online. So let's say I'm gonna choose cash. I'm gonna add it, and that's it. And so for staff, it's since like I said, it's an individual table. So you can add another staff. Let's say we are adding one, and the role, let's say, is a cashier, and his contact is, let's say, add him, and he's gonna be here. So this is now not related to any other table. It just exists as it is. So later we can probably assign the staff to a specific room or specific payments. So since Bond is a cashier in this, we can assign him to as a cashier and stuff like that. So that is all for our system. And yeah, okay, proceed.
Okay, everyone. For the user interface, first one we have key tabs. The interface features several keys, such as guest, booking, payment, and stuff for organized navigation. Other than that, we have a drop-down function. User-friendly drop-downs enable quick access to necessary options, enhancing operational efficiency, and lastly, user experience. For the future improvements, first we have staff assignment. Future release will incorporate the ability to assign staff to specific bookings or payments, enhancing operational clarity. Other than that, we have role-based access, which is implementing a role-based login system to ensure security and tailored user experience based on role and permissions. Lastly, we have reporting features. Future iteration aim to include comprehensive reporting capabilities, such as generating daily booking and payment report for analysis. Okay, for the conclusion, first we have project summary, which is the hotel management system. Project highlight our understanding of database management, UI design, and app DEV. Second, we have learning outcomes. Lesson learned include the intricacies of database relationship, user interaction design, and problem solving in software development. And last, we have future extension. This system can be expanded into a real-world application by incorporating AI for booking prediction and enhanced analytics. In the future, we have like to implement features like assigning staff to handle bookings or payments, login and authentication for role-based access, report generation for admins. In conclusion, the system stimulate how a real hotel operates and serve as a strong foundation for any scalable hotel software solutions. Okay, that's all from me. Do you guys have any idea or Uh,
No more questions from us, and I think all ideas have been presented by our teammates. And so, with that, I would like to finish our presentation. Thank you, Doctor, for listening, and thank you to my teammates. That's all.